In most states, in order to become licensed to practice law, new law school graduates take a bar exam. Diploma privilege is an alternative way of licensing. It recognizes that a degree from a high-quality law school is itself an indicator of competence. So students or graduates in diploma privilege states still have to pass a professional responsibility exam and show that they have the requisite character and fitness to practice law. And then at that point, they generally are allowed to begin practicing. Diploma privilege was actually the norm in this country for the first half of the 20th century. And this year, in July, there are 4 states that are using partial or complete diploma privilege for licensing. Utah actually adopted for July graduates diploma privilege plus, which means you need to have a law degree, but then you also need to do 360 hours of supervised practice before you'll be licensed to practice law.
So we have students doing everything from helping in immigration court, to helping with guardianship cases, to helping to put together the paperwork necessary to form nonprofits.
Patrick Neville, who is a diploma privilege graduate of the law school, needed 360 hours in order to qualify appropriately for the Utah bar. So I started working with Patrick to see what we could do to get him as close to 360 hours as possible. 2 pediatricians up at Primary Children's put together a nonprofit called With Love from Strangers. What With Love from Strangers does is deliver needed medical supplies that are fully donated, and they're taking the materials right now primarily down to the Navajo reservation. So what they needed was to become a nonprofit. That takes lawyers. So what we've done is file the relevant state law and federal law materials for them to become a corporation, for them to receive the appropriate nonprofit status, both at the state level and at the federal level. So if people do give them cash donations, they're tax deductible. And they now have a nifty trademark that Patrick worked with them also to get. Patrick got his field of law actually is intellectual property. He did a lot of legal research. He did drafting. He filed documents with the court. We interviewed our clients. We interviewed the 2 pediatricians. So it represented a kind of sophistication and variety of experiences that he might not have gotten if he was just doing work for a lawyer.
Utah is maybe a little unique that we have a culture, I think, in the state of neighbors helping neighbors. And many of our neighbors are in desperate need of help right now. The need is particularly acute as the effects of COVID continue. So neighbors need help with eviction, debt collection, immigration, bankruptcy. And it's part of our culture and also our ethical duty to help provide that help as lawyers.
Studies have shown over and over again that helping other people makes you feel better. And like everyone else, our graduates are worried and they're stressed, and providing legal help is something that helps them with their own mental health and their own mental well-being, but also creates lawyers who in the long term are more committed to providing pro bono work and more committed to and connected to the Utah State Bar.
My message to our recent grads would be, when you were in law school, you learned about the importance of pro bono. Keep giving back.